We've got a fantastic week ahead of us here. We've got CPI coming out. We got some jobless claims. We got some jobs data coming in later this week. We got PPI also coming in. Remember, that's going to be an important one that the Fed is watching. So Wednesday and Thursday are going to be interesting days. It doesn't look like we have any Feds on deck this week. They were just here last week to beat us over the head with their microphones. They were semi-successful at that, not terribly so. But now we are kind of getting a little quieter here. We're going into the back end of December, which is often pretty bullish for a lot of different assets. But I'm gonna show you a couple of things today. Some of them are probably going to upset you a little bit. Some of them are going to be very exciting. It's going to be a wild ride today. We're going to talk about crypto. We're going to talk about Bitcoin miners. We're going to talk about seasonality. We're going to start with seasonality here. Okay, so Bitcoin. This is something that we like. Bitcoin in December generally is a positive month, positive plus 5.21%. But if we go to just halving years like 2016, it was up 30%, and in 2020, it was up 46%. So we can expect this year, December, Bitcoin to outperform and potentially get into that double-digit returns for this month on Bitcoin because it is a halving year. Now, what does not line up with that, you might wonder, and that's going to be the miners. Look at this. In December, miners are kind of trash. Look at this. It's only been in 2020 and 2020 and 2023 have been the only positive Decembers for Mara. Okay, keep that in mind. Only positive months for Mara. Okay, what about Riot? Let's look at Riot. And then we're going to go down to Ticker Explorer. Why is this not loading? And we'll go to seasonality. This is on unusual whales, by the way. Scroll over to December. December, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 out of the, however many years Riot's been around have been green. So it's a little better than Mara, about a little less than half, we'd say. And in a halving year, it was 25%. Last halving year, it was 100%. So we may get an up month in December. Maybe. It's not guaranteed. Let's take a look at CleanSpark. Let's see what their Decembers are like. These are the big ones, the big boys. Okay. CleanSpark tends to be, you know what? It could fly either way. Some years it's up 160%, other years it's down 50%. But that was 2021 December, so that doesn't surprise me at all. So it could be a toss-up here on these guys. So for one, Mara doesn't have a good track record in December. Riot has an okay track record in December. CleanSpark kind of has a coin flip in December. Let's take a look at something smaller. Let's look at BitDigital maybe. Let's take a look at BitDigital. We'll go to seasonality. Whoops, that's not right. I wanted to see seasonality. And, oh yeah, okay, so again, a bit of a toss-up. It's a bit of a toss-up, whereas Bitcoin is generally bullish in December, especially in halving years, positive 5 on average. The miners are a bit of a toss-up. Now let's go look at Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum generally has an okay December, but look at January, February. January through March is just constant bull demand for Ethereum. And Ethereum, again, is an altcoin, which honestly, the miners kind of act a bit like that. They lag a little bit behind Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up, and then a short period after, the miners tend to go up. And that's one of the reasons they're lagging behind, along with dilution. Because if you look at the market cap of Mara right now, let's go back. If you remember, the highest it was in the past are you really not going to show me? Google, the one time you don't show me the chart? Are you serious? Okay, hold on. We'll go to Yahoo. Okay. If you remember from all of the When Moon videos, Mara, the highest market cap it had ever reached in the 2021 bull run was like 7.56 or something, seven and a half, a little over $7.5 billion. And the price was what, like 80 something dollars? Look where it is right now. The market cap is above that, okay? And we're trading at $25, less than half of where we were price-wise when market cap was $7.5 billion. This is why dilution is the absolute destruction of wealth on these tickers. This is why I do not hold these long term, and I churn them. I buy them when they're low, I sell them when they're high. Because look at this. We are almost $1 billion over the market cap that Mara was when it was trading at, let's see, not that, when it was trading at what, $50? What it was, 80, it must have been Riot. When it was trading at 50 some odd dollars. Okay? That is why. So we're less than half where we were in terms of price, but we're almost $1 billion higher in market cap on Mara. That's how badly they've diluted you. If you've been holding since 2021, that's how bad they're diluting you. Okay? That's why I dislike dilution. That's why I do not hold Bitcoin miners for like years and years and years. I hold them for specific amounts of time, and then I let them go. And doing anything else is honestly kind of a little bit crazy. Hold them for a certain amount of time, let them go. And of course, nothing I say is financial advice or a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any asset whatsoever. Just a guy on YouTube talking about my opinions here. Okay, so let's go and look at the miners real quick. Well, first, Bitcoin's holding over $100,000. That is great. Ethereum had its little breakout last week, and it is holding up near $4,000. That's great. Let's take a look here. All right. The miners are they're moving a little weak. Riot's down 7% for some reason. I don't know what they did today to piss everyone off, but they did. Bitfarms is up a little bit. That's nice to see. CleanSpark is hanging out at about 0. CleanSpark warrants. Oh, yeah, this is what I want to talk about right meow. CleanSpark warrants look like they have a date with $1.03 again. Look at how, and the last 3 times it touched this area, it was a nice long wick up. The last 3 times it did that. So it may come down and just wick right back up again. The 382 here, which is this line on the fib, might be the only line we get on CleanSpark warrants this cycle. I'm watching it closely. I'm not adding unless it gets under $1 again. But that is because I am in significant profit. So I feel no need to. So it could bounce off this 103, and that would be an exciting move, especially with these 3 candles coming down and then boom, bounce. And then if it came back and defeated, 133 there, we would be looking at coming back up into the 160s, and that'd be very exciting. If it loses it, we're coming down to the 618 or the 5 down at 83 cents, and then the 618 at 65 cents if we were to lose that. Okay. So this is kind of forming a bit of a shelf here, a bit of support here at 103. If it breaks the support, we're going to fall down to the next level, which is going to be the 5 at 83-ish cents. And if it bounces there, then we will run again for this top here around 133. And if we conquer that, we're going to the all-time highs again. That's how the CleanSpark warrants are going to play. Okay. CleanSpark itself is coming up on this resistance line. It's been coming up on this 1, 2, 3, 4-ish, 5-ish times now. It's tapped it with several different candles. Will this be the time that breaks it? If it does break it, you better believe 18 is coming in. And then if that is to happen, you better believe that CleanSpark warrants aren't going to go under $1.03. Okay. That's all there is to it. Bit Digital is up in the top end of this ascending channel. That's not bad. I like it there. I do see a trend line here that it needs to hold right there. If this trend line here breaks, we're coming back down to the middle of this ascending channel and potentially the bottom, which would be around $4. As long as Ethereum is running, though, I don't really see Bit Digital having any issues coming back down. Let's take a look at Bitfarms, and I'm just doing pure price action today. Look at this, not even using MAs or anything. I'm just going fast. We've got right now. Actually, I don't dislike this. I don't dislike this. I believe I'm going to turn them on. I just said I wasn't going to. Is it over the 200? It's significantly over the 200. That's great. I think it was the weekly, though, that I wanted to see. Yeah, okay, we're over the 200 week moving average. If we can hold above $2.30, that is excellent for Bitfarms. If we close, if we can hold above it for the first half of the week, we might be all right. We might be in the clear. We might be coming all the way back up to 270-ish on Bitfarms. So I like that. I like that a lot. Very, very happy with that. Mara, oh no. No. I don't like that at all. Stop that with my calls. They are hurting. That sucks. Average force is still coming down. This is still going down. Yeah, okay. So Mara needs to make an announcement or something. It's down 3% now. That sucks. That's real brutal. Yeah, Mara is kind of floundering a little bit here underneath this line. I'd like to see it come back up. Let's go to the 2 hour here. Let's see what the 2 hour is showing me. 2 hour does not agree with this move. The 2 hour does not agree with this move at all. Do I have extended hours on? Regular session. I want extended. All right, here we go. Yeah, the 2-hour momentum does not necessarily agree with this move. If this flips around and gets over 26.50, then I'm not too concerned. If it breaks below 24.58, I might cut my calls for a week or two and see what, or a day or two even, and see what Mara wants to do. Rice down 7%. Why is Rice down 7%? What happened today? There must be some kind of news or something. That is a significant drop. Look at that. And it was way lower down. It came all the way down to 11.44. Whoo, that is brutal. That is a gap down. Look at that. That sucks. I don't really have anything to say about that. IREN 1550 something. We are making a run for this little. Oh, we did. We peaked above it. It was on Friday. I guess we peaked above it on Friday. Very good. We closed above 1580, and there's going to be some really exciting things for IREN. 1580 is going to, we cross above that, we're going to go into this, the 17, 18, 19 range. 17, 18, 19, this little box up here, that is where I'm going to start selling my IREN. So, okay, keep that in mind. That is where I'm going to start selling my IREN. My Clean Spark, I'll start selling that in the high 20s, low 30s. My Bit Digital, I'll start selling that in the mid to high 6s. And that is pretty much all that I hold. Mara, I'm swinging that on calls. I sell that every time it gives me like 60%. So, watch IREN. Man, look at that. What a journey. I love IREN. This is fantastic. What else we got? We got Wolves coming down 2.83%. Core Z's finally giving us a little bit of a respite here. Core Z's looking like it might want to actually come to the bottom of this channel. Ooh, that looks like a head and shoulders. Head and shoulders right here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. And that would take us all the way down to the bottom of this channel right here if that were to happen. So keep an eye out for Core Z. That could come all the way down to 15 bucks. Not like that's super far for it. Hut barely down, Cypher down a tiny bit, Hive flat, Soluna down 0.8%, making its way back down to where whoever's buying it up at this $3 level can buy it again. MicroStrategy ever so slightly down, not too exciting. Okay, so now we got to talk about some things that are probably going to be a little bit upsetting again. XRP. Lots of people have been asking me about XRP lately, including like some relatives that have never asked me about crypto before. And that's how you know that it's probably at a top. And nobody likes to hear that. And I'm seeing it right now. I'm seeing it right now. Yeah. Okay. So this sucks. I would not buy XRP here. Not at all. This is bad. And why is this bad? So we got this high over here, right? Let me get that out of the way. And then look at this right here. We came up, failed to get higher, and turned around. Started coming back down. If we close, okay, this looks just like that IREN chart that I called out quite a while ago. If we close anywhere under here, anywhere underneath 221 on XRP, it's going to come all the way back down to baseline. Baseline institutional buy zone is going to be 163. Okay, 163-ish. I'd probably start buying at like 170, maybe even 175 on the way down for XRP. 190 I might nibble because that'd be the 618, and that might turn around there. The 786, 170 to 163, I'd be buying a lot of it if I were buying XRP. Here, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not, especially not with this 3-candle pattern right here. These 3 candles from the last 3 trading days, absolutely not. Absolutely not, especially with how this closed 50% low, below the 50% mark on this green candle. Not closed, but is below the 50% mark on this green candle here. If it closes anywhere under this line, right? If it closes anywhere under 252.5 today, I'm looking at XRP to come all the way down to test this low right here, where these 2 candles and like this 3rd candle here meet at 222. Right? That's what I'm looking for to do if it closes anywhere in the lower half of this green candle here from December 7th. If 221 does not hold, it's coming all the way down, and it's going to come down a lot because there is nothing back here holding it. Nothing back here holding it up. Not in recent times anyways. The closest thing to hold it up right now from its current price is all the way back here at 196, and that was the high in 2021. Okay? That is it. That's the only support, and that's just one little spike of support. The support doesn't come in until, honestly, all the way down to 136. That's where actual support is hitting, 136. Do I think it's going to go all the way to 136? Not necessarily, because that's really low, but that is where the only actual support is kind of hanging out. Unless we're talking about all the way back at 2017, in which case you got even less support because it came all the way down to 92 cents before it got any support. So 134 is the only area I'm seeing any actual support on this thing. Now it could turn around at any point, but right now this is a terrifying candle. This is not a candle I want to see. This is not something I would buy. Okay. So now I want to finish it with something fun. I've been making money with crypto. I've been making money with meme coins lately. Dang, I should have bought this again. Oh well, I'll show you exactly how I've been doing this. So this is Gecko Terminal. Now this is way in the weeds of crypto. And if you're not familiar with like using wallets and swaps and stuff, this is probably not for you. And honestly, in this space, the tourists are chumming the water for the rest of us. Okay, I promise you. I bought whatever someone bought up here. They sold it to me down here, and I sold it up here. And now I waited for it to come back down here, and now it's running back up again. And I kind of want to get back in, but I think it's a bit late for Suey Cat right now. I'm going to wait for it to break this line right here before I do anything with it. And it did break that line, but I want to see it on a 15. Yeah, I want to see it break that on a 15. If it breaks that on the 15, yeah, I might look at it to come back up another. It better be, you know what? It better be 100%. No, it's not. So it's not worth it to me. Anyways, this is how I've been playing these. All right. So I come in here, I turn on an hourly chart. Okay. If it's ugly like that, I turn on a 15-minute chart. Okay. I find the swing. If there was a swing up and it's coming down, I look for the swing. All right. And I find it. There's one right here. Okay. And then I take a fib. I take that fib, I go to the bottom of that swing, and I take that fib to the top of the swing, and then I wait. If it hits this 786 right here, if it hits that and bounces, I go. I buy. And when that's what it did this morning too. It came down and it hit this, and I would have bought this, and that would be up already. If I weren't driving, this would have been up already 52%. Here's the one I did yesterday. Okay, this is the one I did yesterday on this exact ticker. So I came down to the swing, and I took it to the top of that swing right there. And was that it? Let me see here. Oh, no. Actually, I bought this earlier than that. When was this? This is 1 a.m. I was all the way back here. Excuse me. That is not the right time. Here it is, like 6 p.m. This is where I was. Okay, so I went here. I went on the swing. I went to the top of that swing. Okay, and it came down, hit the 786. And you know what? I bought. Okay, I only bought like $100 worth because I'm not a complete degenerate. But I bought around here, and it ran up 385%. Okay, so that $100 turned into $385. Well, more than that, $485. Excuse me, because every 100% is $100 on $100. It ran up like that. Here's another one. This is what I did this weekend as well. Suimon. These are not easy to find. I don't condone playing with these if you're not familiar with crypto. I'm just showing you what I've been doing. Okay, Suimon. Okay, yeah, it's coming right into the 786, and then now it's getting real weak here though. I'd want to see it break above. Do I have an MA on this one? Yeah, I do. Cool. This is the 21. I'd want to see it break up above this blue line here, and then that would give me an indication that it's going to move up. So I probably wouldn't do this quite yet, but it also got this line. The one line you need in alts came down, broke it, and now it's just a matter of time before it boosts up again. Anyways, I caught most of that rally. So let me turn off this fib right now. All right, came in here, and it was something like this, right? Yeah, here we go. So it came up, came down to the 618, started bouncing. So I look at the 618 or the 786. Either one of those is good. Either one of those is good. Anyways, aggressive uptrend came up. It hits either the 618 and bounces or the 786. 786 is obviously better. And then from there, it runs. This one I made almost like 400%. It was insane on Suimon. And that was in just a couple of days. It just went phew. And then I actually missed the top because what time was this? Yeah, it was like 1 a.m. So I missed the top. I ended up selling it somewhere in here. I think I woke up for some reason in the middle of the night and ended up selling it. And I sold it somewhere on this candle here. I remember it was this candle here because I remember seeing it and being like, oh, I better sell that right now. Yeah, I sold it right there for several 100% gain. Basically, so what I'm doing on these is I'm finding a trend line, right? Finding some kind of trend line, waiting for it to break, and also running fibs, right? Finding swings, and then you go from the swing low to the swing high, draw a fib, wait for it to come to the 618 or the 786, and then I buy. And that's all I've been doing. That's it. That's all I've been doing. waiting for 786 tap or 618 tap, and then buy, and then it runs. Let's see, what's another one that is real interesting right now? Sui Jack, I think it was Sui Jack. That's another one, up 77% today. Nice. Sui Jack, same sort of thing right here. I was waiting for this one. It hasn't come back down yet. It kind of started forming a shelf and went higher. But this one, I didn't really get my entry signal on this one, so I didn't go. So I missed that. So and that happens. That happens. So these are my rules. I follow my rules. When you're playing with crazy stuff, you gotta be more cautious than that. Actually, the buy was here. Watch. This is where the buy was. Watch. Okay. Yeah, this swing here, right? So this is where the flat part was. Comes up here. Boom. 618, and then you took off from there. That was where the buy area was. Okay. All right. On Sui Jack. Anyways, that's why I'm doing this sort of stuff with this. I think it's kind of fun. It's a side thing. This is also why I did NANRZ on X. Follow NANRZ on X. It's fun. We got some memes in there. We've entered the Banana Zone shields to NANRZ. More NANRZ, please. Stuff like that is in there. There's also on Hop. That's where you can find it. NANRZ. You need a Sui wallet to do it. It's getting a little bit of traction. Not tons, but. Yep, that's NANRZ. That's why I made this, because it's fun, and it's just another thing out there that is on like the Sui wallet that people can have fun with. They can chart, they can look for those dips and rips, stuff like that. Anyways, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Check out the Trade Cave store, link in the description, as well as the channel bio, and have a profitable day.